Hi, I'm Lea Sherman, Client Services Director at York Analytical. In the last year, I've taken on a new role with a focus on our sample receiving process. The following video shows how to best fill out our new chain of custody. We hope this helps you get the most value out of your environmental laboratory of choice, York Analytical. If you have any questions, please reach out to clientservices@yorklab.com. York has updated its chain of custody so all vital information for a successful project is laid out in an easier to complete format. Let's walk you through the updated form, and we'll share the most efficient way to complete it so there is never any missing or inaccurate information. First, we want to remind you that the chain of custody is a legal document that needs to have all critical information completed with a clear and legible timeline. When the chain of custody is completed properly, we could input the information accurately, even before the samples reach our lab, so there are no delays or project complications. Let's begin. We suggest that you start filling out the chain of custody along the top, moving from left to right. For this tutorial, we're showing an example of a chain of custody for a groundwater sampling project. On the top left section, fill in to whom the report will be sent to, and then who will receive the invoice. Underneath those two sections, the person collecting the samples must clearly print and sign their name, and do it legibly, please. Then, complete the project name and provide a PO number if there is one. Next, please indicate from what state the samples were collected by checking the appropriate box. Now, moving to the column on the far right side of the form, check the box for the desired turnaround time for the analysis. Circle both the type of report you want and the EDD that you need. In this next section, please indicate what, if any, regulatory comparison you are seeking. Here is where you should note what state's regulations you would like your results compared against. For example, TOGS for New York water samples, or Part 375 unrestricted soil for New York soil samples. Now, let's return to the left side of the form and complete the sampling and analyses information. Write in the sample identification information followed by the date, time, and matrix. It's very important that you ensure that the sample IDs are legible and align with the sample jars. Then, in the section for preservatives, please list the number of containers being submitted per sample under the corresponding preservative. Next, indicate the analyses needed for each sample. In this example, you could see sample GW01 requires volatile organics only, while sample GW02 requires all remaining analyses listed in this section. Please make it clear which samples require each analysis by marking the box with an X. Finally, there is a comments box below this section in which you could provide any further legible information to the lab as you see fit. If you know the samples you are submitting may be heavily contaminated, or if certain samples are to be placed on hold, you should note it here. By completing your chain of custody legibly with all the essential information, the team at York can ensure that we log in the information accurately so there are no project delays or complications. Please contact us with any additional questions you may have about the chain of custody. Thank you.